Anodyne 2 is a surreal adventure game where you meet strange creatures and cleanse them of dust. The game's atmosphere is tremendous. I'm a huge fan of this eerie, old-school look that games like Majora's Mask shared. And this game really nails the creature designs in the 3D models. For those new to the Anodyne series like me, this game is a standalone story, so no need to worry about continuity. The game is split into two sections. The 3D sections of the game are where you'll get to soak in this melancholic environment. Sometimes characters say things that are disturbing, while other times it's sad or inspiring. I genuinely loved the emotions the game made me feel. In order to find the creatures that need your help, you'll need to explore in these hub worlds. To speed up your travels, you can turn into a car, which is a bit weird, but whatever, this whole world is weird. In these sections, the movement can be a little bit clunky at times, and it doesn't help that there are a few platforming sections, but luckily they're pretty simple, so it doesn't really get that much in the way. Other than that though, the gameplay is pretty limited in these parts. That's because the real game part is in the 2D sections of the game. These occur when you meet creatures in need of your help. In this world, a thing called dust corrupts people from within. It makes them forget who they really are, and so it's your job to shrink to a microscopic level, enter them, and eradicate the dust within. I thought this part of the story added a wonderful and ominous feeling to the overall world. Once you enter these people, you play in a top-down pixel view of the game. Even the devs have compared it to the old-school Zelda games. Although in this game there isn't such direct combat, you don't have a weapon necessarily. Instead, you use a vacuum cleaner-like device to suck in enemies. You can then spit them out onto walls or other enemies to kill them. Most enemies will not be able to be sucked in directly like this though, so you'll need to instead suck in a nearby object and hurl it onto them. This part of the game really grew on me, because the devs managed to make every single one of these instances increasingly interesting. The aesthetic is first of all unique to the creature that you're helping, as well as the music that plays. On top of that, the game varies up enemy types and puzzles, which are also themed to the creature. The game does a great job at intuitively teaching you a new mechanic, which you then build upon in later rooms. And right before you would have had enough of this mechanic, the level ends. They're short and sweet, and the game has you transition between both 2D and 3D sections of the game constantly. The game also introduces a 3D gameplay part, which has you running towards the creature before you enter it. You'll need to press the corresponding direction in order to block the crystals coming at you until you reach the end. I found this gameplay to be a bit less engaging than the 2D part. It's obviously meant to be a short minigame bit, but I would have enjoyed mechanics like jumping over obstacles from the get-go. The game does eventually shake things up by introducing things like black crystals that force you to not press any button in order to bypass them. I also personally think something that would have made these sections a lot more interesting was if the crystals had to be hit in a rhythm. They didn't necessarily need to play out a song, but to have them come at you at a beat would have been interesting, because that's the vibe that I get when I play these sections anyway. Despite not being a huge fan, these parts are over in a matter of seconds, so it's not a big deal. As you cleanse more creatures, you'll unlock new areas of the game to progress to. I personally found it really rewarding to talk to these creatures after you've cleansed them. They're all memorable and have a small backstory to tell that can sometimes be a tearjerker. The writing in general is really good. On top of some nicely written descriptions of some scenes, there can also be some chuckle-worthy dialogue, which I really appreciated. Overall, I love the game, and it's even more impressive when you find out it's made by only 2 people. I'm a huge fan of this kind of atmosphere, and this game delivers it perfectly. Every single song was amazing and emotionally charged. They all help drive that undertone of sadness. Although I found the 2D parts very fun, I personally wish I could spend more time in the 3D world because I love the look so much. Maybe in a sequel? Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to like and subscribe. If you want to pick up the game for yourself and support my channel at the same time, there is a referral link in the description to get it from Humble Bundle. Thank you once again for watching, and I'll see you next time.